And here are the results. Got 6 packs of core set boosters. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but hey, it's tickets. You can always sell those for tickets in the classifieds marketplace. And somebody's always interested in trading for whatever you have, most likely. Just look for bots and search for what you're trying to sell or buy. Um, and again, just to remark on the deck one more time. Um, the things that I think are still questionable are the mana base, which might just be better off with a straight up all untapped lands of the right mixture, maybe even 22 lands. Um, I could see bringing in a fourth giant growth or putting one on the sideboard. So just to explain the sideboard really quick, you may have seen some of it. Like the corpse curs are for attrition matchups generally, especially the mono black discard deck because you can just discard corpse curs and then get them back with other corpse curs and basically negate their discard. And at that point, they're just playing a bunch of 1/1s. So um, Ravenous Rats. The crumbles are basically against the Affinity deck to try to either take out their lands early or like a Springleaf Drum, or just to take out early Enforcer, which can gum up the ground pretty good. All the negates are in there for the Cloud Post matchup, or basically any like blue counterspell control matchup, because you can very easily get into a state where you just need to stick one creature, and that's all you need to win the game. Because half your deck is pump spells, and so if you don't have a creature in play, you sort of have nothing to do. Um, so that's when the negates come in, and potentially corpse curs to get back countered guys even. Probably bring out some of the giant growths. Basically, mutagenic growth and giant growth are often the targets for being removed, and you can play just a slightly slower game but still win in the same way. Basically, Rancor plus Invigorate on an Infect guy, or just grind them out with Corpse Curs. And the Hydroblast is there for either the Affinity matchup, where it takes out like Atog, or counters Fling, which is just a giant beating. Um, or also the mono red deck that plays a bunch of burn against your guys. And then the intervene is there again against basically the mono red deck with the targeted removal, or as we found against the mono discard deck if they're playing a bunch of Doomblades, or basically any black deck that's playing a bunch of Doomblades. The Simic Growth Chambers are in there mainly just as sort of a tiny bit of color fixing on my part. An attempt to fix colors, like last resort, you can play a Simic Growth Chamber. One of the other reasons it's in there is to be sort of a 9th and 10th cycling land. Like if you're forced to play a Lonely Sandbar early and then eventually draw an island, then you can always Simic Growth Chamber your Sandbar back and then cycle it. So that's sort of the final wrap up of my deck explanation, and I really hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.